Hello you, welcome to Flotsam Update. We're back in our floating colony Gullberg and we're gonna start today with naming some people, and as we get more drifters you guys are gonna be able to get the names in the game as well. So we're gonna name two people today. The first one we're gonna be naming is Mrs. Swenson, who's gonna be renamed. And it's gonna now be named a Flo instead. So welcome Flo to the game, and we're also gonna name another one, which is gonna be Schroot. We're gonna rename Schroot, which actually kind of means scrap in Dutch. That was pretty awesome to know. Makes a lot of sense. So this one's gonna be named Shadow. Welcome Shadow. I'm gonna leave this guy over here, U-Boat, as being named U-Boat for now. But as we get more drifters, you guys are gonna be able to name some. So at the moment, we don't really have a huge amount of food or water. We have 3 food and we have 4 water. And we recently did get our research station, and we also did get the watchtower, which hopefully we'll be able during the night to scout and find some more drifters so we can get some more people and bigger workforce to collect things. So let's see here what we can do. We can maybe queue up to do a little bit of water. We have it queued up, but queue up a little bit more, but we have to make some firewood. So in this woodworking shed I'm gonna make a little bit. U-Boat is on the mission. Let's make 4 of those. Later on we can also use this one here to set up in the producer management how much we want to have of things, but for now we're just gonna go for whenever we want to craft anything. So let's scout around a little bit. We do catch a little bit of fish, but we may need to catch a little bit more. So it looks like we're going towards this direction. I'm gonna make a quick little stop here next to the floating wetwood over here and collect some of that beautiful flotsam to us. So let's start with getting this. We won't have 6 more of the wetwoods. We do want to make sure we have a little bit more. It's gonna take a while to dry them here. And another thing, guys, that we can try today would be to upgrade our drying racks. So if we have ropes, we can upgrade them with 1 rope each, and we have to make them inside of a rope crafter building, which I don't think we made the last time. We didn't, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we didn't. We made 2 plastic recyclers though. So if we go down to build here and go into workshops, we can make a rope crafter. So we can make rope out of seaweed. So this one, where do we want to put it? Maybe we want to make a nice walkway first, so let's look into doing that. So we're gonna make a plastic walkway next to where we are making some water. So let's say around something like that. It's gonna be 3 floaters to make that. And then we're gonna make a rope crafter right next to our water desalinator. So that's gonna be good. We're gonna be able to make some good ropes in that one and use some seaweed, which we should have a little bit of. We have 15 seaweed, so that's good. So it looks like we got all that good wood. Let's move on towards maybe the viaduct. This one should have a little bit of metal, which is going to be useful the longer we go, and it might even have some electric scrap over in this one. So look at it. Look at the concrete island over there. These blocked metal manatees could be dismantled to make our next buildings. So it has some metal scrap and also have some electric scrap, which both are going to be super duper useful. So let's send some drifters over, and I also want to start some research, so let's make sure we make some new floaters. We can make 2 new at least. And then we're gonna look into doing a little bit of research. So, I want to be able to get some boats. But to have a boat, we also have to have a mooring point. A harbor where small boats are both crafted and moored. So we are gonna have 1 of those. That's also gonna cost a few ropes to do that. And then we also want to research the salvage boat. The boats used for salvaging the ocean garbage and scavenging islands. Which make it better than swimming, because swimming you can't bring so much. You can only carry so much while there's swimming. And going on a boat is also faster, so it's an win-win really. Even though it looks like these guys are kind of flying through the water almost. But it's gonna be pretty cool. So now we have our rope crafter. Let's go up to do a little bit of ropes. Let's do like 5, could be pretty good. Then we're gonna have probably enough to make both a mooring point and 1 salvage boat when we have researched it out. And I think as we make some floaters, we're gonna be able to research the boat as well pretty soon. But night time is falling upon us, so that's gonna be for the next day. We do have some more wet wood out there. We don't really need it for now though. During the night, a campfire was spotted. A survivor might need our help. A waypoint has been added into the compass. Let's have a look. I'm really excited to get another drifter. So towards this direction over here, far away, there should be a drifter on an island. Yes, here we are, on Lonely Island. So that's the way we're gonna go. But we're gonna make probably a few stops before we get there as well, because we don't want to skip too many things. But something I'm gonna do, guys, I currently have it set up so I have one that prioritizes going to landmarks, but I'm gonna have Shadow doing that as well. Which means whenever I want them to go to a landmark, they're gonna go and do that. And I prefer to have a few people that do that, because most of the time when you send them to go there, you want them to go there pretty much directly. So you can ensure that you are progressing with that as well. We have to craft things as well. As you can see, our food is running really low, and I don't really think we have any extra food. We got an oil gobbler. That doesn't sound very tasty. We don't also want to get too polluted with the food. But currently we do not have that much options. As you can see here, the pollution is kind of going up when they're eating things. So we should try to get some better food pretty quick as well. And hopefully we do have some fish while we're going there. Yeah, we have some fish over there. But I think we should definitely make a quick stop by the seaweed here. So let's go there. And maybe a little bit of plastic, that can also be useful. But this one should be fairly quick to gather. That's only 13 seaweed, so that should be pretty quick. And I want to set up so we have maybe at least 1 or 2 people that also prioritize swimming out. But instead of having 3 in priority, which is the highest one, we're gonna set it to be the second highest one. So they will first go to landmarks. If they don't have landmarks, they will go and salvage these boys. If they don't have that to do, they will figure out what they're gonna do. But we can also see, you know, on our drifters here, they have different coloration here. So you can see the U-boat, he's extra good with crafting and building duties actually, and the flow as well. And they are a little bit better with, for example, here we got some desalination speed, cooking speed, crafting speed, research speed, and it makes a pretty big difference. So, for example, if you want to research a little bit faster, let's have flow always prioritize doing a little bit of research. Because it's gonna go quicker, which means we save food and water, right? And let's see, can we upgrade one of these? Because we don't have a rope now, we have 4 ropes. And let's upgrade maybe 2 of them. Then they can drive 3 items, so instead of having us 1 at a time, they're gonna be able to drive 3 at a time. Which is an insane improvement, right? And let's go next to... I think we need to go here though. We can get the seaweed cover rocks later if we want to, but we have to get some food pretty quick, because it takes a while for them to actually dry it as well. And if we're gonna get like a 4th drifter, we're gonna need even more food, but we should be able to fish these guys up now. So around here we have 15 fishes. And I'm not sure how long it's gonna take with just 1. I wonder if we might need another one. I'm gonna do another one just so we can ensure that we can fish fast enough. And I'm also gonna get another fish dryer over here as well. But we also do want to gather some beautiful plastic treasure here. Some floaters and some plastic. I'm gonna have like 2 maybe go and swim to that. And the 3rd one doesn't need to do so. Actually, I'll set it to 1. Because we may want to do some fishing before that. We really need to get that food going. And if we look inside of here, we can see maybe someone is better at fishing. For example, U-boat is better at fishing. So if we maybe take him and set him to have fishing as, let's say, the 2nd highest priority of the year. So he will balance between gathering around boys and fishing. Maybe we can lower that one and we can have only Shadow to prioritize that a little bit more. So that means that hopefully U-boat will be fishing a little bit, but at the moment we got flow fishing and we also have shadow fishing. And the game is still naming them weird. This guy is named Finn Cod now for some reason, but his name is actually U-boat. I think some weird bug going on, pretty much. So it does take quite a while for them to fish them up. Looks like we got some bottle fished, and this one got some oil gobbler. Okay, so they're getting a little bit of a mix of the fishes, it seems. And maybe we can research something more. Let's see, a salvage boat, yes please. We also do have a fishing boat. I don't know, maybe they will get them up faster than when you're fishing next to the base. I think you will fish faster, probably. There we go. Did we? Okay, a tiny bit more. Another day ends. Day 6 report. Day 6. So we're going down quite a bit in things. We have a tiny bit of food and water is still, you know, I would say it's pretty stable still. And we do have quite a bit of dry wood now, so that's good. But we don't really have to do that yet. Let's cancel this, but we can, I guess we can make 2 dry wood. Yes, we have it around, right? And perhaps we can make a few more ropes. I do think it's time to go and get that next person. During the night, campfire was spotted. A survivor might need our help. So another one. Which, where is that one? Far over here. Okay, quite far difference. But I think we're gonna go towards this one. May seem a little bit weird that we're going to get another one right now when we pretty much are running out of food, but I think when we get this guy, we're gonna be able to make more things at the same time. So I think it's gonna be pretty good. So let's see here. We need some more wooden planks. Let's cancel that firewood again. And let's queue up to do a little bit of planks. We're gonna need that. We're gonna make quite a few of those. So we're gonna make a salvage boat, and we're also gonna make a mooring point. So 2 planks for that, 1 rope, and then we need 3 planks for that, 1 rope, and 2 floaters. So we need to make a few more floaters as well. Because I don't think we can reach over there at the moment. But over there we have Tetra Swanson. A restaurant inspector used to be. Their exiting eye for safety and an innovation in the kitchen made them a treasure. And a scourge. Depends on who you ask. And then they became a 5-star chef. Oh wow. So really good cooker. They claim to be the famous chef in the world before. That's kind of funny. We can't really disapprove it, so why not play along? Yeah. So look at that. 15 in cooking. Well, that's gonna be our main cook. Some pretty good way to research as well. But we have to get on a boat, or get closer at least, to be able to save Tetra. But do let me know, guys, if you have a name for her. Do let me know. And I will select a few ones. If you have already given a name request, I will take someone else before, but if I don't get any, I will go with a name from you, of course. So we have to make a little bit more water. Let's see, our colony is currently light, so it costs a little bit more to move around. I'm gonna queue up to do a little bit of water, and also gonna queue up to do a little bit of firewood. But now we can see that we are drying a lot better. Drying 3 items at the time is so much better, right? And let's make 1 more floater. And then we're gonna move our boat towards Lonely Island, where Tetra is currently living. But we're gonna get her to join us. Let's see if we can actually swim over. Yes, we can. Let's rescue her. And it looks like it is a shadow going over. To meet Tetra for the first time. That's cool. These islands look so beautiful, by the way. I love this all small little interesting details they got there. You would probably be able to loot a few things here, and some metal scrap and some electric parts here as well, I guess. But now we have a 4th colonist, which means we also do need to get a 4th bed if we want them to be able to sleep good. And I want my people to have a good time here. I want everyone to be able to rest out. Because that's important, right? And I do think we may need a little bit more storage as well, so I'm gonna make 2 new. And let's try to be productive and see if we can maybe get some more fishes. I want to fish some fishes up. So maybe if we stop, let's see. I think it may be worth actually for us to travel all the way over there. And why am I doing that? I'm hoping for some good food at the shack town, and the good thing with food from over there is that it's most likely not going to be any like polluted food. It's going to be good food, which is important, so we don't get too polluted with our drifters. So here we have a shack town. I got some food, some metal, and some wood. And there appears to be a small abandoned town, this one. Looks so beautiful, right? So we don't have the boat yet. I'm gonna send over some swimmers, so maybe we can make the boat. Let's see. Okay, let's make a mooring point. And this one, I kind of like to have this at like the edge, So if I go ahead, how many I have so few floaters, so we're just gonna swim over actually. We have too few floaters to do that. But like I said, I prefer to kind of have it kind of close to the edge when I'm doing some of those mooring points. So the boat will go out and in here, and then I prefer to have quite a lot of storage around. And you can also set up different storage. For example, we can have this one set at a none, and then we can have kind of all different fishes in this one. Everything related to fish pretty much. I kind of wish there were a button also for maybe all fish categories, because there are a lot of different ones. But mainly I do want to have these ones, which you can see in the coloration means that they are, I guess you could say that they are raw food pretty much. Meanwhile this have a different one. Purple is because they are polluted. So this one is also grilled gobbler, okay. But this one can have anything. If you set up them too many in the beginning, I feel like often you run into a time where you think you have enough storage and you wonder why you can't fill it up. But it's because those filters are too specified and you don't have any space for something else that isn't specified in the storage. Okay, let's see here. We have some more dry wood. I'm gonna make some more firewood. I was gonna keep to doing some more water because we're gonna need that. And these do take quite a while, as you can see here. They take a very long time. But we're getting some canned food from there, so that's awesome. But I think they already ate a little bit of that. Or maybe they're just swimming over it right now. I think so. Yeah. Canned food freedom, and they are not polluted in any way. So that's awesome. And after this one, I think we're gonna go for some plastic and maybe some more wood. We're gonna need plastic and wood all the time pretty much. We use it for so many things. So now we have a little bit more food reserved. That's awesome. Super good. But there's one more canned foods. There we go. We got everything. So U-boat is coming back home with the last parts of it. Nice. And now the night falls again. So let's look for the next destination. Everyone's gonna be sleeping, so I'm gonna move out of town while they are asleep and they're gonna wake up somewhere else. So we got polluted woods over there, we got wrecked cars on rocks. I do think over here is a pretty good spot to go. We can both get some wet wood, we can also get some fishes, and that's gonna be good because we are gonna need more food eventually. Not too far from now. We're actually gonna eat up a lot of it in the morning. So over here we have 15 more fishes, that's good. And hopefully we'll be able to clean this place out fairly quickly. And let's look into, we have 10 seaweed. Maybe we can make a little bit more ropes, that would be pretty good, because then we can upgrade some more drying racks to drive some more wood a little bit quicker, and we may also need it for more boats and mooring points. I'm just gonna make all of those in the ropes. And we do have some spores that we can use later on if we want to grow some seaweed as well, once we have researched that later on inside of our research station over here. So here we have the seaweed grower, and I think we can still make some food with seaweed in maybe the shop, yeah. Seaweed into seaweed salad, yes. That also has some pollution, not so much though. You can also make seaweed sheet. What is that? Is that like for something you have when you're sleeping maybe? I don't know really. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Later on we're definitely going to beautify our place with some boy lamps. I'm looking forward for some more decoration, and I also do hope that it's going to be a benefit to have that. So maybe if you have light in the night, maybe there are some people that are night owls in the game, and maybe if they have some extra light during the night they will be able to work faster or something like that. There's a nice little city underwater as well. Okay, let's queue up maybe to do a little more firewood, and I'm also going to do a little bit of wooden planks as well. And let's see, what does it cost to upgrade this one? Okay, so it's just one rope upgrading to be able to hold 5 of those at a time. I'm gonna see if I can upgrade all 4 of those. So those can have 3 and those can have 5. Then we're gonna be able to dry a lot of wood really quickly. So let's go ahead and I think we're gonna move towards some plastic. We have some more seaweed over here, that's always good. So let's kind of stop maybe in between here. We can get a lot of plastic first, then maybe some seaweed and then some more planks. Always good with some more wood. So let's start with some plastic, because we need to get some more floaters. We're gonna need some for making mooring points and making boats, so let's go do that. I guess we could add one mooring point here actually, and then we're gonna need the 3 floaters more to be able to make a salvage boat.
Hey, hello.
So now that we have one Tetra here who's really good with cooking, I'm gonna make sure that she's prioritizing that. And I think I'm gonna have no one else actually do that at all. Tetra is gonna be the one making the food, no one else is gonna bother with that at all. And the same with Flo. I'm gonna have so Flo is always the one that is doing the research. And they don't have to worry about that either, right? And we can also have perhaps that U-boat will also be building. And we can set it as higher priority because it's not very often we actually do that. So whenever we want to build, we make sure that someone is on it. And now we're gonna make a boat. So U-boat is gonna go here and hopefully make that one. And we can cancel for Tetra and Shadow for not building anything. Flo can also help sometimes. If U-boat is too busy with going to landmarks, we can have Flo help with that. But mostly it's gonna be U-boat doing the building. Here we go. Now we have a boat, and look at the beautiful chair they got there. They can be real comfortable. Going on the ocean, looting some good things on that one. So now that we have a boat, we can gather, instead of swimming out to them, we can use this one. Place a salvage boy for going with a boat. And since we only have one boat at the moment, we don't really have to use more boats, but this is so much better. Tetra's going out with a boat, awesome. So she's gonna be able to loot real quick and travel across the ocean so much faster. And they can hold 10 items instead of 5. So it pretty much means that you have... It's almost like you get twice the drifter for one drifter, and I think they're also pretty sure they're also faster going on the ocean. The only thing that is that they also do have to unload it, and sometimes they aren't the fastest with that. It's a little bit different from time to time. But I do think we definitely want to make another one of those. I prefer to have at least like 2 salvage boats, pretty nice. So I'm gonna make one more. Let's make another mooring point over here. And like I said before, I prefer to have a lot of storage around, so I'm actually gonna make some good storage here. We only have the small ones for now. The water is really low, so we gotta make sure we make some water. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna click this one, that will auto-queue water. And if we go inside here of the producer management, I can set up how much water I wanna have. So let's put that to like maybe 8. So whenever we are below 8, it will be crafting water, and whenever we're above it, it will not be crafting. And we can do that the same thing for other things, like we can put for firewood as well. So let's say I will always want to have 5 in firewood, 4 in firewood. And here we can set it to be unlimited. So when it's clean and clear, it's unlimited. And I can set that to 4, and I can tick this one as well. So sometimes because of how this works, I prefer to have 2 different woodworking sheds. So one will be to maintain wooden planks and one will be to make firewood. Because you can't click auto-queue them both at the same time, at least you couldn't before. Yeah, it's the same as before. And we can do it auto-queue for the floaters as well. I don't feel like we have to do that for floaters though, but I'm gonna queue up to make quite a few of those. And when it comes to crafting, we also have Shadow and Flow. They are a little bit faster with that. And 25% in speed isn't a huge improvement, but it's gonna add up over time quite a lot. But I don't want to specialize my crew way too much. Because then, sometimes if you're unlucky, they aren't doing anything instead. So let's see if we want to research something new. I think I'm gonna look into some Unbottler. This is building unbottles fish to clean some of the pollution, which should be really good because we want to make sure that we stay out of the way as much as possible from pollution. So I'm gonna make one of those, and probably shop we're gonna do pretty soon as well. Real fish into cooked fish uses firewood, so this one doesn't really seem like it. I mean, it seems to be a lot better. This one is only, I think it says 2 in pollution. Or 12, I don't know. It looks like there's a 1 above the 2, I don't know. This one has 6 and that one is free, but they also do require some firewood to do those. But that's a huge difference. If you look into this one, that's 18 in pollution. Like, when we get the other options, we're definitely not going to be drying and fishy after that. And just going down to unbottled one, you can see it's going down from 18 in pollution down to just 9. And you can see that the pollution is really rising up on some people. And when it gets too high, people can get sick, and we don't want our people to get sick because they're not going to be able to do anything. So Unbottler, I think it's going to be a really, really good addition. And let's see here, we're going to make another salvage boat. So let's go back to... Let's actually do the thing that I said before. Let's make another woodworking shed. This one can sit there, it fits perfectly, awesome. So this one we're gonna set up to be auto queuing to do some planks. And this one auto queue to do firewood. And I might be doing a little walkway over here. I do think that could be good at times. So auto queue to do some planks, and we're gonna set a limit to that. So let's say like 8 planks would be pretty good for now, might even be too much, but 8 should be definitely good enough. And dry wood, I prefer to have it kind of like unlimited, because it doesn't really require a lot of work to just put them there and let them dry, right? But at the moment we are kind of out of wood, so we do have some wood over there. I'm gonna actually send over to gather that with one boat, and then we're also gonna gather some seaweed over there. We can start with that, and I guess we can set to go with a boat over there. And let's make another salvage boat, so we have 2 of those. And let's make some more storage. We're gonna need that. As you can see, it's filling up. I'm probably gonna research to make some bigger storage containers pretty soon. But now we should also be able to make the unbottlers. Let's see here. Okay, only 2 planks and 2 floaters. That's pretty cheap actually. Okay, let's queue up to do some floaters. I'm gonna use both at the same time, so we can get floaters pretty quick. It feels like water is fairly safe at the moment. Food is a little bit more worrisome for now. But I think we're gonna be good. They don't insta-die because they miss food one day. Maybe it's even good for them to miss food one day when you have so much pollution in the food. Okay, so there you have the second boat, but it hasn't been unloaded. It can be good to have like one person that you set them to be hauling items, which means they will, whenever they drop things here, they will have someone that cleans it out and drops it over there, because it's not always to do that. So perhaps Tetra can have that on the second highest priority, so we have one that prioritizes doing so. So let's get the Unbottler, and I think it might be pretty good idea to have it fairly close to where we're doing some fishing. So maybe if we extend this walkway over here. Something like that. And then we add the Unbottler over here next to this. Maybe at this side. Then we're gonna be able to unbottle some good fish and make it less toxic. So then we're gonna change this to dried unbottled fish, and the same for this one. So we're not gonna be doing what we did before. So we are out of food now, as you can hear the empty belly. But I think it's gonna be fine. We have to move close to where we had some fishes soon though. or get close to an island again and loot some good fish. So look at this one, I've never seen this one before. I kind of want to see how that works out. Looks like it needs power as well. Let's see if we can link it up with this one. Yes, we could. And as you can see, there's a maximum limit of how much you can link per power line. So this one can hold up to 5. And your main boat can have the same as well, but we currently only have 1. So it's like 1 node, but it can be up to 5 nodes. So it can go 5 different directions from the beginning. And the same for our pole over here, can go 5 different directions as well. And that one is currently going to 3 different ones. But now we have some power in this one, which means we should be able to use it. I'm gonna put to maintain that. It looks like I do have some fish. Yeah. Oh, you also get the plastic from it. That's awesome. So I get better food plus I get plastic. That's pretty cool. And it seems to be pretty fast to do as well. That's a big win, right? So you can see fish there, got some plastic. That's awesome. That's really cool. I love it. So then we're gonna be able to dry them on these. That's gonna be real good. Okay, let's see if we can research something new. How many floaters do we have? 6, okay. So let's look into maybe a bigger storage yard. This one costs floaters, planks, and ropes. Let's do this one. And I don't think we have looted everything, have we? We have a little bit of seaweed over there. I don't really think we have to loot that though. But I guess since we already got a shadow going out, we may as well loot it all, I guess. But yeah guys, this will be it for today with Flotsam. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to explore this update more. I really love that they added a little bit of challenge with the pollution and everything, and this one was really cool. It's really nice that you actually get back the plastic while you're also getting better food. I think that's a really cool system. But guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like on the video, subscribe to stay up to date when I'm uploading new videos like Flotsam and Stonehearth and more games. So thanks for watching, hope you had a good time, and don't forget to have a great rest of your day. And see you guys very soon again. Take care everyone.